It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.
And now the host, Calvin Logan.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, and I thank you all for watching another special edition of the Logan Power Show. Well, I know this for me, it's an honor, it's a privilege, not only to see people grow, but to see how they mature and how they're making different type of dynamics in life. So we're doing a two-part interview at the Logan Power Show first. I want to bring first onto the Logan Power Show. It's his first time. He's a coach. He's a young man in his mid-20s. He played at Fort Dorchester High School, point guard, shooting guard is what you would say, a coach of his own. He is the head varsity coach at Palmetto Scholars. Well, we're going to also bring his brother, Mr. Melvin Teal Jr., starting point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. You know, Coach Teal got him playing all different places. But we want to bring the coach on, the coach of Palmetto Scholars, the one and only Mr. Antwan Teal. What's going on, sir?
What's going on, Doc?
How's everything?
Everything is a blessing.
Amen. It's a blessing to have you. It's good to see young man who coming from the Low Country, Fort Dorchester High School. Fort Dorchester right now is probably in the top 20, top 25 when it comes to state of South Carolina. Comes to basketball, come a long ways. You're part of that tradition of hard work. We work hard, we play hard, and also it's about defense. What decided you to take your skills and your talents from on the court to the guy with the shirt and tie and with the clipboard? What made you want to say I want to become a coach?
Well, going through my years of life, being a player, I always looked at myself as a coach on the floor, like assistant coach, actually, if you want to be honest. But I was there like the assistant to the head coach on the floor. So he didn't really have to do too much talking or anything because I would relay the message to the players. So when that came about, and it's just always been in me naturally to be a coach because that's just who I am, a born leader. So lead people in the right direction, and that's just what I do. So that kind of transferred me over into being the coach I am today, based on my fellow coaches and what they put me through each and every day. So it just helped me become a coach.
All right. Well, who you can contribute your actual coaching style? Seeing how you coach is more of it's not like I'm hitting you with a loud voice. It's like I'm coaching you like a daddy type of figure, but mentor, like I'm holding you. But hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna put the play in. If you hit it, I give you the 2 thumbs up. If you don't, hey, I still love you. So what comes with that kind of coaching demeanor? Because coaches these days, you got the rah coach. They got to get in your face, they got to yell, they got to come across. But your philosophy is more of, I'm gonna see the court, but I'm gonna let you see it how you need to see it. But your demeanor, it is intensity, but not the intensity everybody thinks. So where does that coaching style come from? Because not everybody can say they can actually keep their poise when the game gets tight without losing their cool.
Absolutely. So that was kind of a mixture. My dad and my uncle was the first two to ever coach me. So they handled me differently. And then going through a process of different coaches, I learned from each and every coach that I had. And it taught me every player is different. You push their buttons differently. And You don't have to rah-rah in everybody's face to get them to do what you want. You can talk to them in a certain demeanor or a certain way, and then go out there and perform how you want them to perform. So I just take it from all my coaches, each and every one of them that coach me, and I just made it into who I am as a person. And that's how I'm able to relay my message to my players. So I am a coach and I am a mentor at the same time.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, let me do this real fast. I know a lot of people, I told people this is a two-part. I want to bring on a player that he's been coaching as well. He's his baby brother, but his baby brother is taller than him. This is a phenom young man. Started 8th grade varsity, second year, 9th grade Palmetto Scholars. He wants to set the foundation. You know how some people say they followed I coach. He followed his brother, and he followed his brother to make a difference. This is a young man that I want to introduce myself to. He's the one and only new phenom of Palmetto Scholars, and we want to talk about Mr. One and only Mr. Melvin Teal Jr. What's going on, sir?
Well, man, it's chill.
How's everything, sir?
It's good.
It's
Everything's
good.
going well.
I got you. Well, let's talk about you, man. You took a growth spurt, grew up about at least, let's say, 4 to 5 inches over the past couple of years. Roughly, what, 6'3" now? Close to it?
6'2", 6'2".
6'2", 6'3". Took a huge leap from 7th grade to 8th grade. I've literally seen leaps and bounds of your game. What made you decide to say, I'm gonna take my talents and my skill and ability to let your older brother be the one with the clipboard and let you say, how I'm a coach and I'm gonna take you to the promised land? Because not everybody wants to follow their brother, but your brother sets a nice example. So what made you say, I'm gonna follow him and let him be my guy?
It started off when I was younger, when AAU, because the only reason I like my brother as a coach because he pushed me a different type of way. He pushed me to be great every day. Like practice, he pushed me every day. He just wanted me to be great, and that's why I would like my brother to be my coach anytime in the day in the world.
Okay, I got it. Who do you now? When I've watched and how coaches seen you, see some of the tapes as well. He's got you running 1 through 5. I've seen you at the point guard position, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. You running all 5 positions for Palmetto Scholars. When I've seen in rotation and how you're playing all 5. How are you able to handle that kind of responsibility? Because remember, keep in mind, you are you're only in 9th grade. You've been doing it for 2 years. A lot of people cannot say they're actually that kind of responsibility at such a young age. How are you able to keep it all together and make it gel for you to make it work?
It is. You gotta, to be honest, you gotta be. I don't even know what to say. I'm just born ready for them type of things. I could play from 1 through 5 anytime I want. There's no pressure on me, really. I like. If you bring any pressure to me, I like it anytime. To be honest.
Absolutely. Now, who do you take your skill, your game set from? Like, who is there a particular player in the NBA, or a particular player in college? You say, I've been watching their film. It is old school NBA, someone who you take your game after, say, I've been watching this skill set and I'm gonna make myself better.
The person I mainly be watching will be LeBron James, because me and him play the same. We got a high IQ. We like making good passes. We can shoot anytime we want. We can score anytime. Play defense. I like him, and he a great mentor too, because I mainly watch his game and watch film on him a lot.
Absolutely. Well, this is what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna bring Coach back on. Coach, let's talk about yourself. We know that in the Low Country, just in high school, period, when it comes to African American coaches given the opportunity at this stage of the game, high school is not easy. You know, when you think about opportunities and how people taking chances on you, and if you go through college and you go into pros, that's even another type of grader of the opportunity even gets smaller when people like us who are given you're given the keys to the city. How can we bridge the gap? Because you don't see a lot of us say, I want to become a coach. You know, you say, well, I want to be the player, but I don't want to be the coach. I don't want to be the GM. I don't want to be the owner. I'm not looking to that. I also want to be the player. How can we sort of bridge the gap and say, you know what, you know, your skill set was good just for this tier of life. Now pass it on. You may be good on the sideline given the skill set. So how do you think, in your personal opinion, can we bridge that gap?
Well, personally, I think we can bridge the gap. It is based on passion. Like, we all got passions and we all got callings. And my passion and my calling is together. So the way for us as African Americans to bridge the gap is sometimes you got to take yourself out your shoes and put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Because Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant, said, "Your greatness is seen by how many people you touch, not what you did." So me, I was like, I took that in consideration and said, "Dang, I did what I did on the court. Now, how can I impact the next generation and the generation after that?" So that's why I became a coach. But I think that will be the reason for us to bridge the gap for African American coaches. Give back, go back and touch younger kids that need it. And then bring more coaches, African American coaches, into the high school level, into the college level, and into the NBA level.
Okay. Now, Palmetto Scholars, you know, for me, Doc, I'm pulling for you. I'm pulling for you to do great. I know that my son's in 6th grade. My daughter's in 9th. She's playing JV ball. I know that what you're doing is something phenomenal. You know, you got my support. If anything I can do, if you was close by, hey, I'll be on the sideline with you. Let you lead the way, and I'll be one of them old. You know, they say you know, middle-aged cats that want to just say, hey, let the young lion get it. And I'm gonna be the other middle-aged lion just want to help the young lion get to the top. What is it that you said that you may be missing? That missing piece. What is it that's gonna say, okay, this is gonna take Palmetto Scholars to we say top 25 in South Carolina, and you know, because we know that the unknowns come out of nowhere, and people doubt you.
Absolutely.
And people been doubting you all season because they go say, like, who's that school? I don't know who that school is. Or, you know, they're not on our radar. But what is it, something that you're looking for? Is there a certain missing piece or something that you say, okay, I got it this year or next year? What is the thinking process based off the progression that you got in your head as a coach?
Well, this is my first year, but the players have taken leaps and boundaries, and we only really played one game, and we did good. But the missing piece right now will be they building a continuity, and that's big when it comes down to basketball. So right now, we still trying to figure it out. But I think about middle of the season, we're going to be very dangerous. Well, I know by the middle of the season, we're going to be very dangerous. And we're going to be on everybody's radar. We knocking at everybody's door. Everybody's door.
I got you. Now, do you mostly do you mostly predicate your defense based off, is it a man? Is it a zone? What is it that's something you say, okay, I got you when I lock you in this type of situation? Is it a certain situation you say to yourself, you know, this is where my bread and butter, when the game's on the line, when I go to this, I know I got you?
It depends. We match up to anything. It just depends on the other team and what they like to do. Because I like the scout. I like to know who the best players is on each team, or best players are on each team, what their favorite moves are. I bring it down to the T so my players can go in and not be surprised at anything. So we just match up to whatever is going on, and we're gonna play our best basketball always.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, let me get Mr. Melvin Teal Jr. My sir. You mentioned you want to predicate your game off LeBron James. Now you know when you give out those kind of names, people come headhunting for you. And you know me, listen to me. I've always said this: if a young king says that's where I base my game off of, you know me, I'm always gonna salute you. I'll be the biggest one said he said it on December the 9th, 2021. And then 4 or 5 years from now, it's 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 like church. He confessed it in his life, and now it's manifesting. Um, how hard did you have? How hard do you need to work to become great? Because I know that a lot of times you see a lot of young people um, when things come easy or things come as so not as with a heavier challenge, they get complacent. So what will stop you from saying, okay, I'm not going to make the same mistakes I've seen others make? Because you've seen many cats who started very successful, been given the opportunities to have the keys to the city at a young age and playing varsity basketball. You got really another 4 years before you out the door and going to college. So you be like a 5-year player. And that's very admirable, and that's a blessing. So what kind of work ethic people should be looking out for you? What are some things that you feel like, I need to get myself better in so I can get to the mountaintop?
Mainly watching more film, because a lot of people, like a lot of kids in high school, don't watch a lot of film. Mainly, you gotta watch this game and see what you're doing wrong, because then you can perfect it in the game, and it can help you on down the road. And like just being in the gym every day, you just gotta be in the gym. And,
I got you. Got to be in the gym. One thing before we get your coach back on, let's talk to yourself 5, 10 years from now. That puts you at about maybe what 25, because you're 15 now, right? Or 14? 15. So let's talk to you 20 at the age of 25. I'm speaking this talk to myself 10 years from now, age 25. You've at least gone through high school, gone through college, have had some very high experience. Say you made it to the NBA, let's say 4 or 5 years in. What should I be seeing? What should a resume be looking like? Let's confess your resume. Let's put it out there. Where are we going? What are we gonna be doing?
mainly, I'm still gonna be in the NBA. I will help the community out for the kids, homeless. Mainly, I'm just trying to help the community out, help the next generation. If like kids that's known or unknown need to talk to me, I will give them some advice. Just mainly trying to help the community.
Got you. I got you. Well, I appreciate it, my sir. I really appreciate it. Coach, going to you. Let's say it 10 years from now. That puts you at 2031. That means you got at least 10 plus years in coaching. We don't know if you're gonna follow your brother to the collegiate level. Hey, you may give it blessed to be one of the youngest, the first ever youngest coach ever in the NBA. Remember Eric Spoelstra, age 35. That puts you at about close to that age, about that time. So 10 years from now, what's the resume looking like for yourself? Because I would always say the universe is yours. So tell me what is the resume gonna look like for you, Coach Teal, 10 years from now? Where we gonna be at?
10 years from now, I find myself on the NBA sideline. Either it's coaching my little brother or coaching against him. Either way, I'm gonna be on the sideline coaching, doing what I love to do. Just making everyone better, everyone around me. Not just my coaching staff and the players, but the janitor, everybody. I'm touching everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, you heard it first. Coach Teal. Then you heard another phenom, 6'3", Mr. Melvin Teal Jr. Coach Teal is the coach of Palmetto Scholars. Melvin Teal Jr. is a ninth grader. I tell you right now, be on the lookout. Remember these names. Remember in your Rolodex, the guys I tell you right now, be careful, because I tell you right now, it just takes one run. Just takes one. And their lives change. Just takes one run. You go deep into the state of South Carolina and you go to the state championship and you come out of nowhere, somebody gonna watch and the eye will turn. It just takes one run in his varsity year that can catapult him to getting that college opportunity. It can take one Cinderella run in the NCAA tournament that can catapult his life. Remember, keep in mind, you just got to win it one time. See, some people still get caught about multiple championships, but that one, if you got that one ring finger, that one time that you got that one time that we made a difference, that one time is all you do. So I want to build your faith, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever say to yourself, I can't make it. I want you to pray for these gentlemen. I want you to keep them in faith. Understand this is not how you start, it's how you finish. So we're going to confess, we're going to see a Melvin Teal Jr. in the NBA uniform. We don't know what team he's going to be on. I hope he's on my Lakers so I can fly to Los Angeles, California and get my signed jersey. I hope Coach Teal is coaching my Lakers. And then he'll say, I got a double blessing because I know the coach. So let's go. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, you watching it live at the Logan Power Show. The Teals making a difference. Hey, we love y'all. We'll see you soon. And thank you for watching the Logan Power Show.
It's the Logan Power Show. Inspirational and motivational. It's the Logan Power Show. Informational to help you grow. Logan Power Show.